Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I can remember when my son was in preschool, over 20 something years ago, his teacher would get up in the middle of the class and say, good morning to you. Today is a new day. It's so much for us to do. And so that's like 20 years later. I still remember that. So good morning, Lauren. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So you guys, good morning. It's still Shawn, your personal financial coach, Arthur, fast speaker, money control strategist, and #1 debt slayer. And so I was reading an article this morning, and the comments had me crazy, really upset, I wanted to fight them, but it was the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. So good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Janine. Good morning, Mr. Victor. And so sometimes the truth hurts. I used to use this saying, lie to me because the truth hurts, right? Right? Because the truth hurts. But hey, we can't fix what we don't confront. And so I was reading an article, and it gave you out the statistics, probably statistics from last year, but this year is probably even higher, that 78% of full-time workers live paycheck to paycheck. And some of you are saying, yeah, that's why you need a side hustle. That's why you need 7 streams of income. But it doesn't stop your mentality from spending. You can have a full-time, a part-time, 5 business, 6 business. If you don't change your spending behavior, you're still going to live paycheck to paycheck or hustle to hustle. And so when I saw the 78%, and I was just reading the comments, not really looking at the article, but really just saying, and these are the same people who's driving, $50,000 cars. These are the same people who's showing up with all this material stuff. Really, they was just going ham. And I was like, wow, oh my goodness. And so for those who are just tuning in to me, I always give you ways to improve your money management skills. Really get you thinking, really to get you in a position that we're going to destroy these debt monkeys, because debt was never meant to be our lifetime partner. I say this every single day, and I'm going to say it every single day, as long as I got breath, and then let me hit the like button. And so it was just going on. It was yeah, these are the same people that are going on vacation, and they still live in a paycheck. And so a lot of people that's why you need 7 streams of income. If you don't, it don't matter how much money that you make. If you don't know how to be a money controller, you don't know how to control your money, you don't know how to say no temporarily, you don't know how to give up the good in order to get the great. If you still trying to live like the Joneses and your last name is Hayes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still going to be in that 70%, 78% that's going to be living paycheck to paycheck. Hey, Sparkle, how are you doing? And so, it was just going ham, and the truth hurts. The truth hurts. We hate the truth. Like I said, I used to tell people, hey, lie to me because the truth hurt, but it wasn't helping me. So I'm coming to help you. So how do you not live paycheck to paycheck? So you're like, Shawn, that's all I want to know. How do you don't? I can give you suggestions, right? I can give you some suggestions. I can give you all the tips, but until you want to change you and your situation, you still gonna live paycheck to paycheck. Some of you, probably not nobody on this live today, I then gave you tips all the way from 2009. You go back all the way and search from 2009 when I first started trying to get out of debt and paying off these creditors and all these stuff. I will post every single thing that I have done. I post this out there, Google, research it and give you this is what I did. And you know what? Because I already know I had an end in mind. I know if I pay this off, I can do this. If I remove this from my budget, I could do this. And so here go 7 breakdowns that I want to give you really quick before I head out. And so go ahead and hit that share button. Go ahead and hear that share button. There's somebody needs to hear that. There's somebody that you work with, somebody in your community, somebody in your inner circle. And I'm telling you, if you got a group of women, don't let, you're surrounding yourself with a group of women. Don't let you be the only one with your finances together. Everybody I'm connected with, they know when we sit down, we talk about life, and then we talk about how you doing financially. What can we support you on? how's everything? How's your finances? Because don't be the only one in your circle who got their finances together and everybody else in your circle broke. Like, really, I mean, friends don't let friends be broke. Like, when my close friends come together, what you working on? How can we support you? What you got going on? Have you hit I'm talking about my close friends. Like, if something goes wrong, that I can call them and they be like, what's your PayPal? Right? And don't ask what's wrong or nothing. But you guys, y'all don't share. Like, you got adult kids falling in the same footsteps as you. You need to tag them like, look, you need to listen to this. You need to sit down here because, look, we trying to break this generational curse. We ain't doing this. I might have mismanaged my money, but, hey, you're going to do something better. And this is what I tell my 27-year-old millennial. And he might not listen, but he's watching. And I'm making sure, look, you see me do budget date night. You see me go live. You hear this. And so ain't no more excuses. How we still say that, when we was younger, our parents didn't teach us about finances and things like that. You know what? Remove that excuse. No more. That's what you did in the past. What they did in the past. This is a new day. So anyway, number 1, how to stop living for paycheck to paycheck. Number 1, you got to break the cycle. You got to make up in your mind and say, you know what? I'm breaking the cycle. I'm breaking the cycle. Today is the day when I get paid. I'm going to break the cycle from paycheck. Where I say about the mindset, but you got to have your lips going too, because sometimes we say it in our mind, but when you hear your own words, you take action every day. My coach have us do this, my major definite purpose. By the first day of, and she gives us the script, in my possession, I will have. We have to make sure that we are saying things because our words have life. And I'm telling you, it will come back to us. So you got to break the cycle. Go on a financial fast. You already know if you're part of the Money Control group. We do a financial fast often. This is the time that we really sit down, we journal. Where we at and where we want to go. This is the time that we really look over our entire financial situation. And you can do this fast anytime, this financial fast anytime. And so you can go down today, head over to bit.ly/5-day financial fast. The success manual alone is like mind blowing. You can start reading a financial fast, and then if you want to, success manual, and then if you want to start the fast, later on September, you can, but you need to get that success manual. It's awesome. And my biz friends took it and it's like, you doing this whole 5 days financial, you give them all this for $19, and the success manual should have been selling for $47. So y'all need to get that before my coach be like, Shawn, come on, you need to raise this stuff out, because I get some good stuff. Like, I'm just saying, it just, the manual itself. And then you get a bonus in there. And yeah, it's 5 days. I think it's the number 5. Yeah, 5-day financial fast. Just the success manual alone is mind blowing. You can take anybody. You can go over to the Money Control group and just listen to the testimonies where I have them going live. And like, really, I didn't think about that. Break the cycle. Decide in your mind, today is the day that I will break the cycle. Break the cycle, living paycheck to paycheck. Again, my mom used to say, when a woman's mind is made up, no devil in hell gonna stop her. You gotta make up in your mind that I'm not even gonna let myself stop me from breaking the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, right? Because it was like, I'm living a paycheck to paycheck. And I had to make up my mind. And when I made up my mind and I started looking at my numbers, looking at my income, and I was like, oh, I got enough to store over here. I got enough to store over there. But it was not until I made up my mind that I was going to break the cycle, you guys. Some of y'all are just waiting for what? I can encourage you. I can inspire you. But I can't motivate you to move if you don't want to move. Maybe you like living a paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you like telling people your situation for you can say woe is me and so they can have a pity party or things like that. Maybe that's your character. But look, there's some things that we need to buy, to do, to become, and we need that money. So we're going to have to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Get on a financial fast. Yes, you got to get on the financial fast. I'm telling you, the success manual alone, start reading it. And then when you come, I'm going to say, if you could do it after Labor Day, get it now. Because my coach is like looking at my prices. She be like, Shawn, this don't make no sense. Why are you selling it? Because I'm looking. She was like, I'm telling you, I'm looking at y'all Facebook page and y'all talking about y'all can't afford my services, but your Facebook saying vacation and all this stuff and concerts and stuff. And so in my Maury voice is like, that's a lie. So anyway, break the cycle. Number 2 is pretend you earn less than you do, right? Pretend that you earn less than you do. So when you pretend that you earn less, you spend less. Does that make sense, you guys? If you pretend that you earn less, because you're like, ooh, I make this. And I'm thinking like, that's not fun money until you plan it on paper, till you really run your numbers. Oh, there's no such thing as extra money. When I hear my friends was like, oh, I got an extra $50. I'm like, every dollar needs an assignment. Okay, we're going to break this $50 up. Is that $10 going to treat you to Penn Station? Y'all know I like Penn Station. Is that $10 going over to buy you a domain name? Because my good friend Sonia Jennings just dropped a course on how to flip domain names. I'm telling you guys, when y'all be trying to spend all wild, I'm thinking like my money got purpose. My money is, I got to be intentional, right, with my money, because I know there's the things that I want to do, and it requires cost. So you got to pretend that you earn less so you can spend less. It's just like a psychological thing, right? And I can remember this Testimony Tuesday too. I can remember my son, 2009, my son, was it like when I first started, like, man, I made up my mind. I'm done living a paycheck to paycheck. I'm done with the creditors calling me. I'm just done. I made up my mind that after this, me and my son, I got paid. Me and my son went to the grocery store. He was heading off to college, and I had to pay. The bill came in for his tuition, to pay his tuition. His tuition was like $900. It was like $900, and I have been saving this money. That's why you gotta have different accounts too, right? I was saving his money to pay his tuition, and when I went in there, it was zero balance. I called the bank, and a creditor came. I think it was Midland Creditors. Y'all probably know that creditor, right? Came in and wiped my account clean. And let me tell you, I went to the grocery store. Sorry, that was a phone call. I can remember getting paid, right? Going to the grocery store. I filled my tank up for the week. And then I sat down. Me and my son would sit down there. And I went to go pay his account and looked in that thing. Balance was like maybe $800 something for his first college tuition, first semester. I opened it and I had zero account. Oh my goodness. I looked over to my son. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on with my account. I've been saving your money to pay for your tuition, right? Been paying. Call the bank. Somebody, a creditor came in there and cleaned my account. That was the day. Right? That was the day that I made up my mind that I will not live paycheck to paycheck. That I'm going to do whatever I need to do. I start fasting. I start praying. I start fasting. I start praying. I start fasting. I start praying. And this one, God was like, you got to get back to the basics. You got to start budgeting. You got to watch your numbers. You got to pretend that you live on less than you do, because the more you make, the more that you spend. The more that you make, the more that you spend, and you still haven't wiped out those debt monkeys. You still haven't started a saving fund. You still haven't started a emergency fund. You still. And then you cry to me and you pray to me and ask me for a financial breakthrough when after you done went through all your money that I bless you with. We're trying to become a better steward. And each day I try to become a better steward. It's not that I don't spend, but I spend with intention and I save on purpose. I'm trying to make sure when I do this, is it going to get me any closer to reaching my financial goals? Hey, Diane. And then number 3, you got a budget. Some of y'all still, here it is, August, going to September, y'all still haven't created a realistic budget. And I'm going to say budget. You can call it a spending plan. You can call it a prosperity plan. You can call it a 50-30-20 budget. You can call it an 80-20 budget. It's still a budget. You still adding all your income, and you start subtracting all your expenses. It's still a budget. I'm just saying, it's still a budget. I love my budget. I love Bud. Me and Bud been walking together for a long time. This how I show up for budget date night. When I have budget date night, me and Bud got a date this Saturday night. I love Bud. Look, me and Bud got a date night this Saturday. This is how I'm gonna look when I show up at that kitchen table, right? I'm gonna have my snacks. We're gonna be rolling out, because there's some things in September I need to do. So you got a budget, you guys. There's no way around it. Y'all still trying to figure out, I just want my credit fixed. And then they were like, okay, you still got a budget, because once you get your credit fixed and you get all those errors off your credit report, right? And you still come back and you still owe. You need a budget. You trying to start a business, you need a budget. You trying to buy a house, you need a budget. How much house can you afford? If you don't know how to run your own numbers, you need a budget. I mean, you can't go around this. And any financial person will go back and tell you, start from the basic budget. That's why I love budgeting, because you always got to come back to me. You got to come back to me once you get your credit score up. So if your credit score is 700, 800, you still got to maintain that. You need a budget. Plain and simple. Some of y'all just like, oh, I know how to spend. I know how to pay my bills. Oh, baby, let me tell you, it's a difference between paying your bills and having a budget. When you have a budget, it distances you from living paycheck to paycheck. Paying your bills, you still going to just be living paycheck to paycheck. And this is why I tell you, get on my calendar. Get a free consult. Seeing how I can help you. This ain't the time to pick my brain, because you get all this right? You get all this when I go live. But this is the time like, hey, Shawn, I really need your help. I done made it in my mind that I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You know the reason why I always go hard on OfferUp, selling OfferUp. So this is the opportunity that you can make money, so you can invest in my services, so that I can distance you from paycheck to paycheck. This is why I'm always say, go sell something. You want to invest in my financial coaching? Then go sell something. You want to distance yourself from paycheck to paycheck? Then go sell something. Like really, go sell something. And so y'all trying to tiptoe around budgeting. And so yes, budgeting will expose you. It will expose you. And you know what? You gotta live with that. Hello. That's why I teach the course. That's what I'm always saying. Hey, while you still figuring out if Shawn is real or not, and I'm telling you, Shawn is posting and making sales on OfferUp. I don't even know. But you guys, we sitting here thinking y'all can tiptoe around budgeting. You always got to go back to the basic, like for real. If you got that credit score now, 800, you still got to maintain it. How do you maintain it? You have to budget. I'm just no way around it. Y'all still trying to like, oh, I can pay my bills. Okay, you pay your bills, but you still living paycheck to paycheck. But I teach you and show you how to budget in a way that you can become to distance yourself paycheck to paycheck. But y'all don't want to invest. Y'all want to invest with me? There's no free stuff. Hey, go sell something so you can invest. So that's number 3, is to budget. Number 4, you got to start building an emergency fund. We're trying to break, the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Start an emergency fund. Well, Shawn, I don't have any money. I said, you got $5? They would say, yeah. I said, start with $5. And I'm into multiplication, because I'll be like, oh, that's 5, that's 10, that's 15, that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It adds up. But some of y'all don't want even to start. Y'all don't even want to start with like $2. Y'all don't even want to start with $5. You don't need a lot of money now to start an emergency fund. You don't need a lot of money to start an emergency fund. Man, this $5, hey, it's going. Hey, you know what? It's celebrated. If this all I got to start my emergency fund, I'm like, oh, $5. Look, we celebrate Little Caesar's $5 pizza. Oh, I'm going to get me a $5 pizza. I'm going to be like, look, I'm going to put this $5 in my emergency fund. I'm telling you, guys, you don't need a lot of money to start an emergency fund. You don't need a windfall. If you got $5 today, and this $5 right here is going to emergency fund. Start somewhere, because when you save, little by little, a little becomes a lot. Some of y'all need to get off what my grandma used to say, you better piss and get off the pot. She said, my grandmother said a lot of stuff, you guys. Y'all not moving. Y'all not taking action. I'm telling you, again, those who coming on, number 1, you got to break the cycle. You got to decide, I'm going to break the cycle. And you have to say it. You just can't have it in your mind. You got to say it. Because when you start believing in the words that you say, you're going to take action. Again, I'm looking at my major definite purpose. Lysandra, I got it out. What Keisha have us doing? Our coach have us doing it by this day. Like for real. You guys, you got to break the cycle. Again, y'all need to go ahead and get the 5-day financial fast. Invest in it, because I know my coaches, I got a meeting with her, and I know she's about to make me raise my prices. Just the success manual alone would get you thinking. Look, my grandmother didn't bite her tongue. Like, I ain't gonna say that. Look, 2, pretend that you earn less, because sometimes when we say, oh, we making more, I got a raise. Like when I see my clients say, oh, I got a raise, I'm like, hey, it's time for you to check in. Because making more don't give you, you making more, you start to spend more. And you haven't distanced yourself from paycheck to paycheck. You haven't, distanced yourself, from that. And so you haven't wiped out those debt monkeys. You're like, oh, I got a $10,000 raise. Okay, that $10,000 can pay off that student loan. That $10,000 right there is already assigned to something different, right? And number 4, you got a budget. And then number 3, you got a budget. You got a budget. Like, for real. That's why I love budgeting. It's the foundation. Where are we going to go? You messed up. You got to start back to budgeting. And Shawn going to be like, yeah, come on, y'all. Because I love everything budget. And so 4, you got to build an emergency fund. You don't have to have a lot of money start an emergency fund. If you got $2, you're going to be like, look, this $2 going to my emergency fund because I know 2 comes 4, then 6, 8, 10. And when I save, a little by little becomes a lot. You guys, what are you waiting on? I don't know. Time waits for nobody. And while you trying to figure out how you're going to start an emergency fund, Murphy and his law is on his way. While you still trying to figure out, I'm going to start it this week, Murphy and his law is knocking at your door. And what you going to do? Yes, pay off those student loans. I hate student loans. Sally, May, they mama, they uncle, anybody. If you first, second, third, fourth cousin, I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Hate is a strong word. That's right. Because I destroy these debt monkeys. And number 5 is downsize. What time is it? I gotta be somewhere by 9. Downsize. You prefer the Pacific budgeting software. You know what? I do pen and paper. I think Mint is really good. There's so much. Hold on. You know what? Go to bit.ly/apps and site. I give you the tools in that money saving workbook about all these different softwares. So bit.ly apps and site. It gives you 50 plus apps and sites that I use, that my clients use. And so that's where you can get that information with all about a bunch of apps on your cell phone. And it has websites. You have a lot of websites that Get the money saving workbook. It's budget friendly. Okay, so let me see. Downsize. 5. Why are y'all scared of downsize? Okay, so we work for these businesses, right? We company, and when they see that thank you, Shauna. But you got Mint, you got all those stuff, and I'll put it in there. And we work for these companies and businesses, and we know that when they don't make a profit, they do layoffs, right? We already know that. We already know that, right? We already know when they're not making a profit, they do layoff, right? They give you a pink slip. They lay you off because they're downsizing, right? Why is it a $1 billion company would downsize and us making what we make won't downsize ourselves? There's nothing wrong with downsizes, because when companies come back and they put themselves in a position, what they do, they begin to hire like 100 and 200, 300 people at a time. You guys, don't be afraid to downsize. The only person is judging you is you. I don't care if you downsize. I'm like, okay, look, that's what I would have did. Some of us good to downsize, especially when I tell you go sell an offer up. You get the offer up course, bit.ly offer up course. I tell you go sell something. Y'all don't want to give up. Sometimes you have to give up the good in order to get the great. Right now, you might have it good, but you can have it better later when you financial healthy. Downsize. Do not. You need to make an appointment day. Go to bit.ly, chat with Shawn. Get on my calendar. Don't text me. Get on my calendar. I pay for this calendar a year. Get on my calendar. bit.ly, chat with Shawn. 20 minutes. See how we can partner and build a coaching relationship together. All right. Downsize, you guys. Why are you scared to downsize? Like, for real, like, you scared to give up something. Companies, $1 billion companies do it all the time. When they're not making a profit, they be like, look, here go the pink slip. We will talk to you later. Bang, bang. And then when they come in a position, they start hiring thousands and thousands of people at a time. But you guys, you don't even want to downsize. I'm telling you, I tell my friend like this. Something happens to this house, it seems like this, I'm going to have a whole nother family in the basement. Or I'm going to find something inexpensive, keep my house, rent my house out, maybe go a 1-bedroom, maybe a studio somewhere, because I'm staying in Kentucky, because I've been traveling lately, and y'all pay a lot of stuff for y'all rent and stuff. Like, y'all pay a lot, like, really. I went to the DMV, and it was like those $2 million homes. I'm like, I talked to my friends in Connecticut and New York. I'm staying in Kentucky, right? So, right? But I'm saying, it's all right to downsize, you guys. Y'all still putting on this image. Well, if I downsize, then my neighbors know. What? Again, I posted, I think last week, that, you know what, we're too busy trying to live other people's life with the income that we have. You can't live other people's lives with the income that you have. And so if you got to downsize, Grant kind of said, rent where you live, own what you rent. Oh, hello. Yes, I'm telling you guys, it's all right to downsize. You still think, oh, well, if I downsize, how they gonna think? I don't. Right now at this game, I don't care what they say. They can call me cheap, they can call me frugal, but one thing they ain't gonna call me is stupid. Oh, that's stupid. Why ain't she do this? Nah, I'm sitting here. I'm putting pen to paper. I'm strategizing, saying, okay, if this happens, you know, I'm preparing myself. If this happens, this is where I got this. I'm gonna have another family. This is going here. I'm gonna do this. Because hey, we work too hard. We work too hard to just give it away and not taking the time to see if we got options, you guys. That goes back to like, hey, I'm tired. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You got to break the cycle. And the only way that you can break the cycle is when you want to break the cycle. I can come in here and talk to you blue in the face until you decide to take action, till you decide. But I'm saying, how bad do you want it? I'm tired of oh, well, this happened. This has happened. I'm thinking like, you've been following me for look, for the whole year or so, and you still haven't took action. You still haven't been on my calendar. You still haven't downloaded the app that I say you still say I take your advice. Okay, you ain't got the results because everybody else got the results. You're doing something wrong. Are you stopping? Are you starting? You stopping? You starting? You stopping? Because the people work with me, they're consistent with their stuff. They're committed and they're getting the results. They're getting in their houses. They're removing the debt monkeys. My thing is, how bad do you want this? Let me tell you, Jawan Brown just came up. Jawan, hey, in half an hour, call your mama. Don't let me get the voicemail. Y'all see me do the mother. My son just chimed in. Look, don't let me get that voicemail when I call you back in a half an hour. So anyway, you got to learn how to downsize. Number 6 is pay down debt. Pay down debt. Pay down debt. I'm telling you, you got to get radical. And I hate to pay down debt. You be like, oh man, all this money. Look, all this money. And I got to pay it to these debt monkeys. Well, again, I know the advantage of using or the leverage to using OPM, others people money. But eventually other people want their money back. So you got to be in a position where I got to count to pay these debt monkeys back. And so you got to pay down debt. Tackle one debt at a time. I teach you how to do this, the snowball method. I teach you how to do the tsunami payback method. I teach you how to do the avalanche method. I teach you all these different methods because every client is different. And I give you customized coaching sessions. And so whether you want to do a snowball, whether you want to do tsunami, whether you want to do the avalanche, it depends on you. But my question is, how bad do you want to get out of debt? And so when I'm talking to business owners more and things like that, and I'm just saying, you know what, the more personal debt that you remove, it won't be a burden on you on your business side, because now I know that my business is supposed to sustain my personal household. But when I don't have that personal debt in there, I'm not being too mad. Like, I'm mad, but I'm not being too mad if a client doesn't commit right away, because I know I done wiped out some of these debt monkeys in my personal life, you guys. So we got to make sure that we pay off debt. And I'm telling you, if y'all still saying y'all still trying to pay off that $500 credit card, right? And what we in the 8th month. Just think that $500 credit card, I know it comes with interest, so we ain't gonna just say we ain't thinking about interest. Just say that $500 credit card. Here it is, the 8th month. If you save $62.50 each month, by August, you would have been already paid that $500 credit card. But you still saying, you know what, I'm going to go out to eat. And I love to eat, you guys. I'm going out to this. I'm getting my nails done. You could have just went ahead and wiped out that debt monkey forever. And you could be able to get your nails done consistently without have to worry about both of them at the same time. Pay off the debt. Debt was never meant to be our lifetime partner. And if you have followed me, you know I'm on this Romans 13:8 journey. That the only obligation that I'm supposed to owe anybody is love. That's scripture. Romans 13:8. That's all I got. Lysandra, that's all I got. I got love for you. Is that a song? I got love for you. So pay down that debt by any means necessary. And so you're sitting here trying to figure out, what debt to pay. There's so many methods that you can pay. I'm telling you. I tell you in 2012, I had saved my bonuses and I saved my little bitty tax return, Lysandra. I ain't get that much. Little tax return. I put in a special account and I sat there. And I love for you. And I said, I love you too. And I sat there and I had in this account I said, I'm going to pay off my car. $6,100 and some dollars. So it was time. I made in my mind, I'm going to pay off my car, right? Because that $434 every month on the 28th. Is today the 28th? Oh, my card no due. No, it's not because I paid off my car. But I was like, I'm going to pay off my car, right? I'm going to pay off my car. And then I seen that like $6,000, and I was like, okay, well maybe I just pay them $4,000 and keep the other $2,000, right? And maybe I just pay $1,000, keep the other $5,000, in your mind. But that goes back. You got to break the cycle. Man, I wrote that $6,100 and some dollars, and I did it. I did it mad, but I did it. And every 28th in the month, I'm like, I got a card note, right? But you got to be that radical and say, you know what? I'm going to pay it off. No matter if that wipes me out completely. I'm good with it because I know I ain't going to have no car payment the next month. Because you know what? Hey, sickness do not make appointment. These companies are not loyal. These clients are not committed as we want them to. We love you, but sometimes y'all not committed, and we love you. We want to help you. I'm here to serve you today, right? But you know what I'm saying? But the bills are still coming. The bills are still coming. The clients might be not on my counter, but the bills are still coming. The bills are still coming. Sally Mae and her ugly cousins are coming. You guys, we have to make sure we pay our debt. Hey, I'm going to pay off that before I go on a vacation. And I know we want the experience, but once that debt monkey is removed from your life, you can go on vacation anytime you want to because you know how to budget in the way that you go on vacation. And number 7, prepare and plan for your future. I said it yesterday on a live yesterday evening. I heard this man say yesterday and said, it's hard. It's hard when you're struggling to survive to dream big. And he said it once, but it seemed like he said it to me like 100 times because it just rang in my ear. I think he said it at 10 o'clock in the morning and still 7 o'clock at night. I still heard that. It's hard when you're struggling to survive. It's hard to dream big. And I was just it just ringing. Even this morning it's ringing, like, 'cause I know some of you might be struggling, and so this is why you're gonna need my help. With you together is better, so we can walk through this together. And so it was like, you know what? You got to prepare for the future. What do your future look like? What do you want it to, look like? What do you want it to feel like? And so one time I asked, what does financial freedom means to you? I asked one time, and people think like Shawn thinks financial freedom means that she's debt free. Financial freedom means that I can just, sleep a good night, have a good night's rest without trying to wake up in the middle of the night how I'm going to move money around. So no longer do we count sheep. We trying to move Paul and Peter around to make sure that we got our bills paid. And so financial freedom to me is just having a nice rest and getting up. And if I become sick, that I don't have to rush back to a job. Financial freedom mean to me that, when my son calls me, Mama, can I have? And I'm like, first I'm going to say what you need it for, because I'm a parent, but that I have it in reserve to help them. Or if my church members call me and says, hey, I really don't got it, and I know that they really don't got it, that I can give. I can't give from an empty pocket. So prepare and plan for your future. What you want your future want? Some of it says, I want to be a homeowner. But if you're not budgeting now as you are a renter, When you transfer to a homeowner, the the game is totally different. Like for real, like Shawn had to get out here and learn how to solder some pipes, change a hot water heater. I mean, I had to do some plumbing. I mean, I had to learn a lot of things. And so, you guys, prepare and plan for your future. This is what budgeting is. Budgeting is the foundation that you build on. If you want to be wealthy, you got to start with budgeting. And then that budgeting helps you save so that you can invest. And so if your foundation is rocky, when you start making money, you ain't going to stay at the top because you're going to mismanage it and you're going to be right back at the bottom talking about what happened. And so you got to prepare and plan for the future. Your budget is used as a tool. It's sitting down here and said, okay, this is what we need to do. All these billion-dollar companies, they have budget meetings. They're looking at their profit and loss statement. They're looking at the whole game. What do we see ourselves in 5 years? This is why even your house has to have a mission statement. What are you doing? Even your household has to have a vision statement. Where do you see your family? What is your mission statement? What do y'all do every single day? Every single day, my mission is to be intentionally about my money and save on purpose. My intention for my household is to making sure that I'm making wise decisions. Now, do I get it right every month? Absolutely not. Do I time check 8:40? Okay, good. I got 7 minutes to get to 9 o'clock. Thank you. And I'm saying, do I get it right every night, every month? No, that's why I sit back and I have those meetings. This is why in my planner, my personal planner, it tells me on this page I have, and it's on Amazon, and here it is, your monthly financial reflection page. I have a reflection page, and it says, did you reach your financial goals for the month? If you said yes, what are some of the things that you did to achieve them? And then I put, how did it make you feel? How did it make you feel? And then it says, list some strategies to keep the momentum going and reaching your financial goals. Sometimes we hit one goal and we just stop. No, as long as we breathing and living, we're going to have vision, dreams, and goals in place, and it requires money. Now, if you know we can get all this stuff for free, let me know because I'll be the first one in line. And so if you did not reach it, it tells you how did it make you feel. You guys, how do you not live paycheck to paycheck? Those is what the steps that you need to do. Get all the tools that Shauna, thank you Shauna so much for subscribing for me. Get the tools. Get on my calendar. Let's break this. September is a new month and it's knocking. It's knocking, you guys. And if you're still trying to figure out how you're gonna pay your rent on Friday, go sell something. Like for real, go sell something. Sometimes somebody wants something. I'm sitting here, y'all can't, look, I went back to downsizing. Some of y'all don't even want to give up. Y'all can have 12, 15,000, hundreds. Look, I made that up. Purses in y'all closet, and you still carrying the same one since January, but you want to give out those 10,000, 15,000, 100 purses in your, because you don't want to give up. You don't want to downsize. What? I'm selling all that stuff, pay out these dead monkeys. I'm dead serious. It's game. Look, playtime is over. Game time is on, and I gotta get out of here. And you guys, I'm here to serve you. I'm in the business of serving, but I'm also in the business to making money too, because this is a business. So hey, when you get on my calendar, some of y'all don't get on my calendar if you're not gonna show up. I'm just gonna put that right there. Don't get on my calendar if you're not going to show up. If you're not going to email me and say, hey, Shawn, I'm sorry, whatever, because you won't get on my calendar again. I'm dead serious. Because I need some committed people who's like, Shawn, I'm ready to go. I don't want no, I don't know kind of people. Because I do know that I want these debt monkeys out of my life. And so I love you guys. Have a great day. And I will chat back in a little bit later. I got brains on. Smile. Make sure y'all share this out. I didn't say that. Make sure y'all share this out. Share this, tag everybody. And I got to call my son. All right. I love you. Bye.